Okay, and then it also provide you the frequently asked question. If you get stuck on something, then you can come here and see whether you can find the answer. And then on this left side, it also tells you when is the coming up webinar dates and time for you to book your calendar. Okay, and then of course, access to NotebookLM, you click on this create your notebook LM today, that it will bring you into this NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, I am going to paste another link in the chat. Okay, so this link, okay, will brings you directly into this NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, if you want to go through the landing page, then it's siswa.ai. So if you want to access this NotebookLM Enterprise directly, then you go for the URL notebooklm.siswa.ai. So another important thing to access to this NotebookLM Enterprise, you make sure your login is using your given university accounts. Okay, so if you are logging in with your non-university account, for example, your gmail.com, then you would not be able to access to NotebookLM Enterprise. And then NotebookLM Enterprise, this license only assigned to selected students only. Okay, if you are teachers or you are admin, that means so long you are non-student, so this link will not work for you. Okay, if for those lecturer or admin that are assigned with Google AI Pro, if you want to access to NotebookLM Pro or Plus, then your URL is notebooklm.google.com, or from your Google Workspace waffle menu, where you have the list of apps. Then from inside there, you can find NotebookLM application icon. You click on it, then it will launch the NotebookLM Pro or Plus. But today, because I am targeting this for the students, so I only like show the features of NotebookLM Enterprise. Okay, let's go back to the slides. Also, this is how you access to NotebookLM with your given university login account. Okay. Next, okay, I also want you to access to these sites. This is where some of the use cases, you can find it here, and some of the prompt for your reference. I will also paste this link in the chat for your easy reference. Okay, and I also will pin it. Okay, what is inside these sites? Okay, let me show you. Okay, the moment you come in here, you will see the first screen is a demo scenario. So for your case, then you should scroll down and then for NotebookLM Enterprise. So from here, you are able to find some sample prompts, okay, to do certain tasks in NotebookLM. This is for your references and for your reading. Okay, so I will not like demo this, so this is for your readings. Okay, let's to the slides. Okay. Okay, so then another section of these sites that I give you, okay, you can either access to these sites directly, or from the sites here, you look at the second on top, the second menu called NBLM. NBLM stands for NotebookLM Enterprise Use Cases. So when you come in here, okay, here we actually have put in like 3 use cases for the student. So the first one is as a research student, okay. The focus is synthesis, gap discovery, and publication. So these are some of the use cases for you to give you an idea and also help you to like how you can make of these tools. Okay, like example, like let's say you uploaded, some papers into the book or you created a book, okay, then you can like ask NotebookLM like identify 3 specific arguments where this author disagree and suggest a research question that address this gap. So this is one of the example, and this is for systematic review assistant and even to prepare for your Viva. Okay, then you can like put uh, a prompt like play a role as a critical examiner, generate 20 tough questions, or act as a skeptical examiner. What are the 3 biggest limitations of this research design, and how can I defend them? So these are the few things that you may have spent some time to read this out. Okay, so this website is always accessible. And then the second use cases is as a postgrad student focus on professional application. Okay, here you will be able to see like work study bridge, so ask that how can the theory learn this week be applied to solve a specific problem at my workplace, things like that. Okay, like exam concept map, like turn a 50 weeks of lectures transcript into a structured study guide organized by learning outcome and things like that. Or generate a 20 question practice quiz. Okay, so you can do a read up on this or even like uh, prepare like a 7-slide structure. So it will give you like the 7-slide structure and what you should prepare, and so don't you can based on that to like prepare your slides or create your slides. Okay, and the third one is as a final year student is focused on employability and commercialization. Okay, like a CV keyword aligner, or pitch deck scripting. So those are some of the use cases that will be like the student can use the tools for. So this is for your readings. Okay, let's go back to my slides. Okay, so that's all that I will be sharing. Those are the information and how do you access. And then coming up, I'm going to like show you the demo on how you use the tools itself. Okay, so as per the link in the chat, okay, to access to this NotebookLM Enterprise is through a link called notebooklm.syswa.ai. Yeah. So as you can see on my screen, there are already 3 notebooks that I created. So you can create like up to 500 notebooks in one NotebookLM Enterprise, and then each notebook you can add in up to 300 sources. Okay, and before we start any book, so I want you all to like set the language in the setting. So you click on the setting, then you click on output language, then choose your language override. So when you click on the drop down list, these are the whole list of languages that is supported in NotebookLM Enterprise, like Africans, uh, Dutch, English, Espanol, Filipino, many of them, Indonesia, Java, Latin. This is Bahasa Melayu, called Melayu. Okay, and then it like support Portugal. So those are the list of supported language like Vietnamese language, even like uh, Tamil or like Chinese, like Korean or even Japanese. So you will find that a whole list of supported languages. So for my today's demo, I'm going to use English. So I set it as default. Default is English. Okay. So before I start creating a book, I want to show you the few books that I created. So this is a book that I name it as MIS, uh, Management Information System. Okay. I, as a student of MIS that studied MIS, actually, my demo here, I uploaded like this 5 chapters of lecture notes in Google Slide format, okay, as the source. And I also add in 3 YouTube video, okay, as my source. So immediately, it actually gives me the summary screen. Okay, and then from the right panel, you will see the studio with all the pre-built function. Okay, and then another one is the RAS that I created. So inside there have got like a website, PDF, YouTube, all mixture, all total like I have like 52 sources. So automatically it will give you the summary of these 52 sources in the middle of the screen. Okay, and then similar on the right panel is all the pre-built function. So as you see that my left panel, the down part here is all empty because I have not do any prompt. I have not do any generate any document, so it's empty. So another book that I created is the impact of 5G technology on IoT revolution. So similar on the left is the sources that I uploaded or added. So you get the summary here. And on the right is that I have generated some timeline document, study guide, briefing document, FAQ, video overview and audio overview, and also the mind mapping. So these are the few that I have generated. Okay, to create a new notebook, so you click on create new. So this is how you create a new notebook. So the moment you click on create new notebook, the first prompt that you get is to upload source. Okay, so there are multiple ways that you can get the source, and then what are the supported source. Okay, I will explain from top to bottom. Okay, the first source that you can add in, you will see the discover sources button. So this is the source from internet. When you click on this, it's actually like an internet search. It will give you a prompt. Okay, I will show you. It will give you a prompt. Okay, and then you have to like, what are the things that you want to search? Let's say I want to search climate change impact in Malaysia. Okay, then when I click submit, it actually will search through the internet to get the sources. So the sources from the internet can be a YouTube link, can be a website, can be a PDF file. Yeah. So usually, when you do this discover sources, it will return with 10 sources. Every time it will return with 10 sources. So then you have to like review each sources, whether is good information to be added as the source. So like this is the first 10 source that is returning. Let's say I don't want data from Wikipedia, so I uncheck it. Let's say this is nice Nepal, so I also don't want, so I uncheck it. So yeah, YouTube link is good for me. Okay, like this one also okay. Sea level, okay, Sarawak, and then you have this national policy on climate. Let's say this is the X sources that I wanted to add in. So I click on import. So you wait for it to process the X sources. So every time when you click, it's not necessary that all the X sources that will be accepted. So we wait for it to complete, and then those that is not accepted, then we have to remove the source. Like those that already come up with the tick, I mean those are the already processed and accepted source. So while waiting, yeah, while waiting, I will see if there any question in the chat. A quick one, yeah. Yeah, so there is no question in the chat. So we continue. So we give it more time to process. You see, even though that if already inputted like the four source, so you already got your summary of the accepted four source in the middle. Okay, for your quick reference, or a quick check or quick read up on what is in the sources. So as you can see that I have got this website link, PDF file, a YouTube. And then the limits, of course, there is a limit on the each source that is uploaded. So if it is for a PDF file, okay, or any file actually, that the limit is 500,000 words or 200 meg of size. So long you doesn't exceed, then the sources should be accepted lah. So if let's say you have got a PDF file that is like more than 200 meg the file, so what you need to do is that you need to use the tools to actually break that PDF into two files so that it becomes smaller. Then you have to upload two times as two sources in your notebook. So that's how you do lah. Okay, so give it a bit of time to process. I saw there is a question. Will it be any problem if you have other Gmail account? Actually, I don't call it like a problem on another Gmail account, but just that to access to a NotebookLM Enterprise, you need to use your given uni account. Okay, if you use a Gmail account to access, then you will have all the limitation like number of prompt, the sources, and so on. Which email should we use to log in? Okay, the email that you should log in into NotebookLM Enterprise is your given university login. That is a Google account. It doesn't support Microsoft account. Yeah. Unimas will have a Gmail account also, so you can check with your respective university PIC. Okay, let's go back to the notebook LM. Okay, so these are the example of the not accepted sources. So what do? You click on the three dot on the more side, then you remove the source. Okay. Like because this is a PDF file, why sometimes that it doesn't able to receive the source? Either that is a protected PDF file, or the file is too large, or that there are some restriction on the access lah. Because it only accept like free and publicly available website and file. So this is the 6 sources, and then this is the summary. Okay, I go back to the add sources just now. So this is one method to add the source. So another method is that if you have got your file in your laptop or your desktop or your computers, then you can like click on choose the file. Then you can upload the file from your laptop. Okay, and then the file that is supported on this upload are PDF file, text file, markdown file, and then these 3 Microsoft file like the Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, and it also accept audio MP3 file and picture file such as PNG, JPG, and JPEG. So these are the supported file at the moment. So in future, if because Google keep enhancing the tools, so in future, if Google are able to support more file, then you will be able to see more file types in the screen here. Yeah. So let's say if I want to upload my own documents, okay, I select, let's say for my Gemini demo, let's say I want to add in like a few PDF file, okay, then I can just upload the PDF file. Yeah. And then another file that you can upload is from your Google Drive. And the 2 supported file format is Google Docs and Google Slides. Okay, those files that is in Google Drive. Or you can also like add in sources like a website link and a YouTube link. Okay, and or a copy text. Okay, so for a website link, then it is simple. You go to the website, then you copy, and then you can paste the URL here. Okay, I will show you some example. Let me get the URL. Okay. So let's say I want to add a URL, a website link. So the moment I click on website link, so I paste my URL here. Okay. And then before you click on insert, okay, so I want you to read the notes below. So there are some terms and conditions whether this website URL will be accepted as a source or not. Okay. First, it tells you it can add multiple URL separate with a space or a new line. That means you can add multiple URL at one time. Okay. And then only the visible text on the website will be imported. That means if those websites are all like images, even though it is type, maybe it's actually a scanned image, so those are not accepted. And then if it requires a paid articles or it requires to log in, so those are also not supported. Okay, let's say in this example, I put in this link, I click on insert, then it will insert it as, or this is not accepted. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, I add in a website link. so that it will process. So I continue. Let's say I now want to add in a YouTube video. So of course, a YouTube video, you have to copy the YouTube link. Okay. If you know the YouTube link, okay, then you can actually paste it in the notebook. Okay. And then I also want you to, like, before you insert, I want you to like read the notes also. So what are the YouTube that is supported? Okay, first, it says that only the text transcribe will be important at this moment. That means if those YouTube video doesn't have the caption below, which is the text caption, those video will not be able to accept. It's only those with text transcript. And then only a public YouTube video are supported. If those YouTube that require, if it is a private YouTube or is only accessible the paid one, then those are not supported. Okay, and recently uploaded video may not be available to import. If let's say a newly added YouTube link, it may not be available to import. And if keep failing, then you can click on the learn more to do the troubleshooting. Okay, so this is how you add in the YouTube link. Okay, and then I go back to the source here. So I want you to also like see at the bottom, this is the source limit. So it is telling you that you have a limit of 300 source. If let's say you are using your personal account notebook LM, so you can only see that this is only 50. So now I have 9 sources out of 300. That means I still got space of 291 that I can upload. So this is the upload sources. Okay, and then once the sources are uploaded, let's say if I want to like, because I have adding a few, I want it to refresh my this summary. So what I do, I can just refresh my browser. So it will refresh the summary with the 9 sources. And then with the sources that I upload by default, it will actually give me a name. So the notebook name called Malaysia Climate Crossroad Impact and Policy. So I can always change the name, okay, to like climate change impact in Malaysia. I can always change the notebook topics lah. And then you will see this summary. If you think that this is a good summary that you want to keep, okay, because every time when you come into this notebook or you refresh, the summary keep changing, right? So if let's say this is a summary that you want to keep, so what you do, you save it to the notes. The moment you click on save to notes, so this summary will save to the notes on your right panel. Yeah. So even though that this has been refreshed, though you still can, get back the summary that you want. So it is important that if you get something that you want immediately, you have to save it to the notes. Because in Notebook LM, it doesn't keep the chat history. Okay. So further to the chat is actually at the middle screen at the bottom. Start typing here. This is the way that you input your prompt. Okay. And then beside importing your prompt, you will see that there are a few lines below. These are the Notebook LM suggested prompt that is related to the sources. Okay, like this is the first one. How is Malaysia experiencing and responding to the urgent and diverse impact of the climate change? And then the second one is, what are Malaysia overarching policy strategy and major obstacle? And then you have got the third one, which key enabler and collaboration are essential for Malaysia. So this suggested prompt, okay, if you think that okay, this is something like a good one that I also want to use, so you can click on it and then it will execute the suggested prompt. Okay, how is Malaysia experiencing and responding to the urgent and diverse impact of climate change? If let's say the suggested one is not something that you want to do, then you just type in your own prompts. Then you click submit, then you will get the output. So the output from the prompt, you see that it actually come with the all the reference, like okay, for this particular detail, okay, so it is extracting from this file called National Policy on Climate Change 2.0, and then from which paragraph, so it will have got that references for you. Okay, and then each detail it come with a reference for you to verify the data, to make sure this is the right sources to get the data and so on. Okay, so when you scroll to the bottom, if this is something that is a good data that you want to keep, similarly you click on save to notes. If let's say you want this information but you want to do some editing, okay, what do you do? Then you can actually use this function to copy, and then you can open a app like Google Docs or Microsoft Word, then you can paste it there for your editing. Okay, if you want to keep this data for future references, then you can click on save to notes, so that it will save as a second notes here. And let it complete. So the note that is saved here, so when you click on the three dot more, so what can you do? So you can, let's say you don't want already, you can delete, or you can convert this data as the source. You add in this data as a source is also can. Yeah. So these are the prompt history, because the moment you click on refresh, okay, so actually all your chat history is gone. That's why it is important. Once you get the output that you want, immediately you save it to the notes. Okay, then for the chat, you can also do customization by clicking on this configure notebook, which is this part here. Okay, so this is a part that allows you to configure the conversational style and also the response length. Okay, as defined here, is using the default, or you can change to like an analyst. So then there's a description here. What is analyst about? It's actually best for business-oriented strategy and decision making. And for a guide, it'll be best for sharing your notebook as a group knowledge base or a help center. Or if you have something else other than this, then you can click on customize. Okay, then to customize your response by put in the points such as the example that is given here, like respond at a PhD student level or pretend to be a role-playing game host and so on. Okay, and for the response length, you can set it to a longer length or shorter length. That means this is to the output, or you just leave it as the default. So this is how you customize or configure the chat. Okay, and you see there is this small print at the bottom here. Okay, at the bottom here, actually is also notes for you, like to tell you NotebookLM can be inaccurate. Please double check a response. So it's always a best practice, okay, that every responses from any AI tools, so you need to double check to make sure that you can now make use of this data. Okay. And then the other function is those are the pre-built function in Studio. They are audio overview, video overview. You can generate mind mapping, and you can generate these 4 reports: the briefing document, study guide, FAQ, and timeline, without using any prompts. Let's say I want to generate an audio overview. Okay, if I want to generate a general audio overview, I can just click on here, then it will give me a general audio overview in a podcast format. I mean, 2 hosts are discussing. Okay, or I can click on this 3 dot here to customize the audio output. So the audio output, I can customize it to like a shorter one or a longer one, or I can leave it as the default. If let's say I want a shorter one, okay, and then I can also like, what should the AI host focus on? So I can actually, if I want the audio overview to be focused on a specific areas, so I can actually type it here. Let's say focus on public citizen contribution or action to help improve climate change. Yeah, things like that. Then you click on generate. Then the audio will generate based on my customization requirement. Okay, so you will process that, add in a task here. Yeah, so it will add in here that it process. So if let's say I want to generate a video overview, I also can customize if I want. So in video overview can customize on a specific topic or whatever. So if you like do not have any customization, you just want to use the general video overview, then just click on video overview, then it will generate the video overview. So usually to generate the audio overview and video overview, it will take a bit of time. Okay, so you doesn't need to wait. You just can proceed on with your other notebooks or other tasks. So once you can come back once it's ready. Okay, so next I want to show you to generate mind mapping. So you just click on this mind mapping button, then it will generate the mind mapping. So generate mind mapping is actually faster. Okay, so we give it a while. Or maybe while waiting, I see if there is any question in the chat. Oh, okay, thank you, Ivan, for help to answer the question. Okay, there is another question in the Q&A, right? Unimas is using email from Outlook, which is powered by truly can't support my, yeah, correct. NotebookLM only support Google account. So Unimas have got a Google account also, so you have to like get it from your Unimas app, PIC. Okay, the about the mind mapping is generated. Okay, so I want to show you. So the mind mapping actually it is so intelligent that it actually go through all the sources and then it come up with this structure. Okay, like climate change as the main root topics. Okay, and it have got this subtopic like impact and vulnerabilities, national policy target, strategies and action, enabler support mechanism, and so on. Let's say I want to look at this strategies and action. So when I click on it, then it will further drill down into the subtopic, and then like each subtopic also can go to the sub. So it's actually many levels. If let's say this is mind map structure that actually I want this to be in my, let's say, slides or my documents. So whatever you see on the screen here, there is this download button. Actually, this download button, what it does, it will do a screenshot of whatever you see on the screen in picture format. So then you can actually insert that picture into your slides or your other documents. Okay, that's how we make use of this mind mapping. If let's say I want to know like more information on to strengthen the governance and capacity trust number one, so I can just click on it. Okay, then it will be like convert it as a chat prompt, then to give me this information about this section. So if I want to close this about mind mapping, I just click on here. Sorry, I just click on this side to close it. Okay, then this is the mind mapping subsection information being extracted. Okay, and then it gives you all the references and so on. Okay, so if you want, then you can like save it as a note. So this is mind mapping documents. Okay, and then sorry, I cannot hear you. Is there a question? Yeah, or if you have, then you can just type it in the chat, then we can answer to you. Okay, so I want to show you like a few sample on the generated report, like a briefing document, study guide, FAQ, and timeline. So let's say I generate this all four documents. So I just click on report, I click on briefing document to generate the briefing documents. Okay, and then I want to generate a study guide also. And I also want to generate a FAQ, and I also want to generate the timeline. So we wait for it to process. So while waiting for the benefits of time, so I will move on to like show you my other book that have generated those documents. Okay. Okay. This is the sample of generated video overview. So I want to show you. Okay, that I will play and for like 10-20 seconds for you to listen how it works. So this is video overview is actually AI's voice over. And let's we try on the audio overview. So you see that audio overview is actually a podcast two host format. Kalau bila you start your notebook, you pilih bahasa Melayu, then all these notes, all this output, even though document yang you upload ialah dalam bahasa English, so notebook will translate into bahasa Melayu, and then your generated video, your generated audio, semua dia akan fase dalam bahasa Melayu. Yeah. So then another function in audio, you nampak tak ada satu tangan kat sini is called interactive mode. So how interactive mode work? You click on it. Okay, I want to show you how it works. Then you click on play. What is the challenges to implement IoT? Yeah. So this interactive mode ialah during the host conversation, I can actually join in and then I put in my question or I put in my view. Then dia punya podcast akan change to the topic that I put in. So this is called interactive modes. And this interactive mode, it only works in English language at the moment. Yeah. So it doesn't work on other languages. Okay, let's go back and see if the data is up. Okay, good. So I want to show you the 4 documents, the briefing doc, the study guide, the FAQ, and the timeline. How is it look like? So I start with the timeline. You click on the timeline. So this is how the timeline document likes. It study the sources, then it come out with the timeline by like a year, and then what is the activity, and then what has happened. Okay, and it also got this future projection targets, and then it has got this cast of characters, key organization committee. You know, it gives you this in your timeline and profile documents. Okay, and in the FAQ, okay, this is like a question and then the answer, and then the question, the answer. So this is how the FAQ documents looks like. So it gives you a pretty long answers lah. Okay, and then for a study guide. Okay, so this is how a study guide template format look like. It have got this overview, the climate change impact, and then you got this ABC section, you know, and it also got this quiz climate change for you to like further study, and then with the answer, quiz answer key, and then the essay question, and then the glossary of the key terms. Yeah, so you will have all this in your study notes, and then in the like briefing documents. So this is the format lah. Yeah. You have got this framework challenges, cross-cutting issue, and also the conclusion that it will actually start with the introduction or summary. Yeah, so this is how these 4 documents look like. Yeah, actually the video and audio are still generating. So this is basically how this work. Okay, and then let's say okay, actually that's all I wanted to demo. What else? Okay, one more thing. One last thing is once these are all ready, that I can share with the people by clicking on the share button here. Okay, so I can share with you have to give like an email that you want to share with. Okay, and then the sharing, then you can give what is the role as a viewer, as an editor. So as an editor, then he or she can like edit your source. And then here also you can set as a viewer whether you want the viewer to be able to see the full book. Full book means like what you see on the screen here, or you want him or her to only see the chats only, which is the middle section. So you can set those lah. Okay, and then the next to the share is analytic. This is the report. If you have shared with more than 4 people or 4 people, and each of them have activity within the past 7 months, then you actually can see from the report, okay, what is these 4 people use, how they use your notebook and so on. Yeah, so this is the reports under analytics. So later after this session ended, okay, then you require to submit a proof of that you have what you have practiced or creating this notebook today, so that you will get your e-cert. So simple, you need a minimum of 4 activity. Okay, you can actually just do one screenshot. If for this demo, I created this notebook and I uploaded the sources. Okay, and then I also like save a few notes. Okay, and I generated the mind mapping, briefing documents, article, FAQ, and yeah, I also generate the video and audio overview. So basically, you just screenshot like this got more activity. You just do one screenshot of this whole screen, then it is sufficient to show that you have fulfilled a minimum of 4 activities already to be uploaded into the feedback form later on. Okay, so it is not necessary that you have to follow what I demo today. So it is okay that if you have got your own like topic or your book, then you just screenshot it, then you can upload. Okay, yeah, thanks to my colleague that have helped me answering the question in the chat. Okay, let's see, there is one more question in the Q&A. Can't log in NotebookLM Enterprise using the link. It's showing failed to fetch user account. Okay, this one you have to check with your respective university PIC by giving them your email account, and then you can ask them. They may not have assigned you the right license to access NotebookLM Enterprise. Yeah, so you have to check with them. Okay, so if we want the terms of presentation slide, the video that I is like present. Can I change the slide to okay, not at the moment. Okay, at the moment you are not able like to convert the video overview into a slides. Yeah. For me, convert it into illustration. Okay. There are a few more function that is coming soon. that can like generate infographic and so on, but those only will be in like second quarter of this year. Okay. Okay, another question. If we use content from our search in, will it affect turn it in percentage? This one I'm not too sure. You can try it out. Yeah, because I never like the the I mean the answer into turn it in chat. Okay. I will be still here to answer the questions. Okay. I have done my demo and presentation. If you have any question, you can post to the chat or you open your mic, then we will try our best to answer you. So then I will hand over this to Shira. Shira, hand over to you for closing.
All right. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Alvin, for sharing session just now. So minta jasa baik tuan-puan untuk klik link feedback form yang saya sertakan di live chat ataupun boleh scan this QR code untuk fill in kita punya feedback form. So yang mana kena screenshot, yang mana Mr. Alvin tunjuk tadi yang minta screenshot, ada 4 activities dalam satu screenshot tu, tuan-puan boleh uploadkan bersama-sama dengan feedback form yang saya sertakan ni. Okay, so feedback form ni kita akan buka sampai pukul 12:30 malam. So yang mana attach the valid attachment, kita akan bagi e-certificate bersama dengan slide presentation untuk hari ini. Okay, so saya akan buka screen saya dalam 5 minit. So yang mana nak scan boleh scan ataupun boleh klik link dekat live chat. Okay, so dengan itu saya wakil daripada Awan Tech memohon maaf jika terdapat sebarang kekurangan daripada pihak kami, and untuk masa akan datang kita akan ada lagi webinar. So hopefully kita jumpa lagi di next webinar. Alright, so thank you everyone.
Okay, to answer the question in Q&A, if I use the app version, will the feature be the same as the website one? Okay, the app version of NotebookLM, that is NotebookLM Pro or Plus, that is inside Google Workspace. The app is not for NotebookLM Enterprise, so it's not the same.